What's going on, guys? And this will be another episode of the Dark Souls Ultimate Guide. Today we'll be covering the Doors of Pharros, where we left off last time.
So this is a fairly short area, very much akin to the Grave of Saints. It serves pretty much, it serves the same purpose in gameplay terms as well. This is a second place where you can join the Rat Covenant. Yeah,
it's the exact same. This is an area you'll probably want to do offline as well, so you don't get summoned into someone else's world and you end up missing a load of stuff.
Yeah.
So just do this area offline, because either that, you're getting summoned into a covenant that serves only to defeat itself, which is, we covered that in the last video, where the point of the covenant is to stop you getting to the boss, which you need to beat the boss to get the rat tail to join the covenant, so the covenant invaders stop you joining the covenant.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, because this entire area is optional, as you'll see later on.
Yep, so straight away you're invaded by the dark spirit of Bowman Guthrie. Just take care of them, no problem. Now the first enemy you're coming up against right here is the Titanite. They've got the chance to drop their halberd. It's a very, very high damage strength halberd.
It's a good weapon.
The Mastodon Great Shield, which is right there. Yep, Mastodon Great Shield, which is all right. Rusted Mastodon set is for the ones in Doors of Pharros. Drop Titanite chunks. They can drop old mundane stones. The other enemy you seen us fight there was one of the dog rat things. They drop old radiant life gems, Pharros lockstones, and rat tails on a rare occasion. But yeah, that's pretty much all we've fought so far. This is Bowman Guthrie, guy using a couple of Avalons. Very similar to, what's his name, Roy the Explorer in Grave of Saints.
This guy will only show up if you're playing on offline mode.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. He's easy.
Yeah, like if you get close to him, he doesn't even attack. He just keeps trying to get away from you. And you just use the halberd because it's got good reach. If he rolls backwards, you attack as soon as he rolls. You hit him with a sweet spot.
So there is, like in the Grave of Saints, there's a couple of Pharros lockstone areas that you can put things into. Now,
you only need 2 Pharros stones to get everything in this area.
There will be some that will activate traps for when you're part of the Rat Covenant.
Yeah, that's something that you want to explore yourself as the Rat Covenant. But
yeah, but this there's a few that give you items. Again, we'll go into the Rat Covenant in more detail in a later video. But for now, we're just going to show you the ones that give you items.
So this is one of the big doors. Basically, you want to use the bottom. You want to put it in just the one that's in the water, because you can go under there, no problem. The Mastodon can't get out, so if you start taking damage, guys, just back out of this hallway. Just leave, go back out the doors, shoot some arrows in, poison it, do whatever you like, because the Mastodon can't get out, which is hilarious. And this is Sandia Spear.
Yeah.
Now, this is a unique weapon in that when you first pick it up, it's just a halberd basically. But what you can do is, although it has 500 durability, break it. Do your best to break it, because what happens when you break it is that it becomes a twin blade, and it is much, much better. Much better.
It has a mixed moveset between twin blade, a falchion, a spear. So it's got like a whole bunch.
You never repair it. So what it means is that the Sandia Spear in its best state is always broken, which means that if you're doing a no Bonfire run, Sandia Spear is amazing because it's a weapon that actually cannot break.
Yeah, so I think you remember that in a previous episode in the gutter one, there was that big ant queen.
Yeah.
Now, what you can do is, if you get warmth, you can cast warmth next to the ant queen to heal it, and then just go to town using.
There's an easier way to do it. There's an easy way to do it. Go to Majula, beat the shit out of the cat in Majula. It cannot die. It has infinite health. It does not aggro. You get no sin. You just go and beat it off in the cat, and that's fine. So beat that pussy.
Yeah, just smash the fuck out of the cat with the halberd. Now remember, the Sandia Spear, when you first get it, has like a big rock on the end of it, and it's incredibly heavy. But once that breaks off, as in
it becomes a far better weapon. Yeah. Like, we can't even describe how much better it is. And what you just took on there was a Gurm Warrior. Now, what these guys drop is the Gurm Warrior set. That's the helmet and the Great Helmet. They drop the Great Hammer. They drop the Great Shield. The ones with the axe drop the axe. And they can drop Titanite Chunk, Magic Stone, and Old Mundane Stone. Now, there are other ones that are Gurms. These are like the smaller ones that you see that are just sitting in front of a chest.
Yeah.
These ones aren't really as important. They've got a chance to drop the Gurm set. That doesn't include the Helmet and Great Shield. It doesn't include those. Or the Helmet and Great Helm, sorry. And they can drop Large Titanite as well. Because there are 2 different Gurm sets. There's the Gurm Warrior and there's just the Gurm.
Yeah, so what you saw there is we jumped in there and put a Pharros lockstone in the wall. That opened up a door that led to some extra items, and then we went again up a bit more and then dropped down right next to the second Gurm that we killed. Now, the Gurm helmet is actually the best helmet in the game in terms of defense. Nothing actually comes, well, obviously Havels and shit comes near it, but
it's still insane.
It's got an insane defense.
There is also, by the way, like where we took that Gurm Knight down, there's a wall trap, which like that little, as we were walking up that ledge just to grab this item, spikes come out of that, so make sure you kill him so that he can't knock you off.
Yeah. So
this is the boss.
Believe it or not, we've almost done this area. Now, this is the boss, and once you kill the boss, it basically drops you off to the bit of the game which lets you just skip this entire area.
Yeah.
But we're going to go and we're going to get the rest of the items in this area first, obviously, and then we'll show you how to do the boss. Now, the boss can be beneficial to do because, one, although...
More souls.
Yeah, more souls. Now, it does, on the surface, seem incredibly fucking difficult.
But it isn't.
There is a knack to beating it which makes it so fucking easy.
And once again guys, just like the last time, use only the middle Pharros. You don't want to open up all 3 doors because it's a waste.
Yeah.
So just use the middle one. Now, just before we do get to the boss, there's not really much to talk about now because you are just going up against Gurms and Mastodons again. So the boss is like, there is a point where you want to get as many drops as you can in terms of large Titanite because you want to go get your bow upgraded to like +6.
Yeah, for the boss, you want to have your bow either a fire bow, which is preferable, or have your bow at least at +6 with the ring of blades +1.
And with fire arrows, definitely.
You need the fire arrows to do this.
Yeah, absolutely need the fire arrows, which you should have plenty of because you shouldn't have used all of them in the Gulch.
Yeah.
And even if you did, come back to this area later because in the next area you can buy infinite fire arrows from one of the merchants.
Yeah. And again, because this is optional, it's fine.
Yeah, you can completely skip this area. You're not going to be at a huge disadvantage. Like, we only get like maybe 1 level out of this entire area.
Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 or something.
You're not at a huge disadvantage, and it is just like a lot of traps and shit. So just don't worry about it. It's not a huge deal.
Don't worry about the boss. But like we said, to reiterate, you want to have at least a fire bow, or
a +4 fire short bow, or a +6 short bow.
The +6, you need the ring of blades at least +1.
Yeah.
So it's either +6 non-upgraded with ring of blades +1, or +4 fire bow.
And you're fine. But because the boss has a weakness to fire, and the boss has grunts like little rat dogs all around it. So that is why you kind of want to make sure that you've got fire, because everything in that area is weak to fire.
Yeah.
All the dog rats, all of them, they're all weak to fire. So you want to take these out one shot at a time because there's 4 of them. And when there's 4 of them plus the boss, it makes it difficult to work with. So we're actually going to buy, for the first time, we're going to buy large Titanite shards.
So here we are. I think we're actually upgrading the bow at this point.
Yeah.
Oh no, we went to upgrade it, we realised that
we've already got it.
We've already got +6.
So we wasted our souls on that.
But however, right, so we actually got a Fire Drake stone in Ironkeep, but again, we're not using that because it was a drop,
yeah.
And we don't want to use this guide. We don't want to do anything that's a random drop, only guaranteed shit.
By all means, if you've got a Fire Drake stone, fire short bow, upgrade it as much as you fucking can, and you'll have an even easier time with this boss.
Yeah.
Do your best to guarantee a one-shot kill on the rat dogs around it.
Yeah, that's basically what you want to do. So long if you can kill the rat dogs with 1 shot of the bow, which is completely possible doing it this way.
Yeah,
anyway.
For some reason in this boss room, you have got a massive lock-on range. Massive lock-on range. Like, it's like 2 times. It's like fucking 3 times. Like, you can lock from the fog gate to the back fucking corner.
Now the issue is if you don't kill the dogs, the boss is almost impossible. It is insanely hard because the dogs.
You need to one-shot the dogs basically. But look, there you go. That's the dogs down, and that is the hardest part of the boss done.
Yeah.
Now, although the boss is weak to fire, we're still going to use the Dark Halberd. As long as you've got 100% shield, the boss can't hurt you.
Yeah.
The boss literally can't do anything about you.
The boss is pretty much all physical.
The boss is all physical apart from the acid surge that it uses. And speaking of acid surge, that's what you get with its soul.
Yeah.
Like when you beat the boss, it drops a rat tail so you can join the Covenant. And it drops its soul, which if you're a pyromancer, then acid surge could be a good thing.
Now, what you just saw there is that's its charge attack, which is kind of like its main attack.
It's its most popular one anyway.
Yeah. Now, you can block the swipe and that's fine, but its charge attack will completely deplete all your...
It's unblockable, but
it doesn't
go
breaks
through.
your guard.
Yeah.
No, basically what it does is it breaks your guard, but it has such a... It doesn't follow up from the attack quick enough to actually hit you after the stun animation, so you can block it, fine, take no damage, and then it doesn't follow up ever.
Yeah.
So... It really can't even stress how easy this boss is.
We didn't even take it. We didn't even take a proper hit from the boss. We didn't take a hit at all from the boss. It was the boss is that simple, and we're not even using its weakness. If you're using fire, like a fire resin on a greatsword or something against this boss, you're gonna fucking rip it to pieces. Like absolutely rip it to pieces.
So there's the rat. If you want to join the Covenant, we've already done it. We already showed what it is that he sells and stuff in Grave of Saints. Yeah. So if you want to see that, go back now. As you can see here,
this is the start of Doors of Pharros.
Yeah, so this is the stairs that lead up to the left, which you'll see when you walk into it.
Yeah, right. Let's put it so you've just killed Nazca, you've entered Doors of Pharros. If you hug the left wall, this is where you end up. If you hug the right wall, you end up at the bonfire where the video started.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And there you go, that's the little gun we're talking about that drops their own armour and they drop large shards and nothing more.
So as you can see, again, you can walk, as soon as you come in here, you can just walk up these left stairs and you can just walk out this area. You just don't need to do this area.
Yeah, it's completely optional. And this is where Gavlan is. Now, there's a life gem in the corner here as well.
We get it. Don't worry.
Do we get it? This is one I was worried about we might have missed. But here's Gavlan. Now, at this point, if you've spent 15,000 souls with Gavlan, he will gift you the Gurm Great Axe. So that's what we're doing. We're just getting we're just like buying gradually until he gives us the
We've
Great Axe.
already bought a bunch of stuff off him. We weren't sure quite how much, so we're just buying a few arrows at a time to bring it up to the 15,000, and then we can get the Gurm Axe. So you need to remember that the amount of souls that we've spent completing everybody's quest and not popping boss souls, and we're still 15 levels higher than you're meant to be.
Yeah.
If you weren't wasting all the souls like what we're doing and popped all the boss souls you're not going to use, you will be flying through this game. You could not be having an easier time.
Yep, it's really that simple. There you go.
There we go.
Gurm Great Axe.
Now, if you kill Gavlan, he'll drop the Gurm Great Axe, but then you kind of want to keep him alive because he does sell infinite poison stuff.
We didn't get it. Oh, we did. We doubled back.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to poisoning, you can actually poison the boss, but he's got a super high resistance to it, and
it's easier just to take him on. It's easier just to fight him.
Exactly.
Now, this guy here, there's actually a cool thing. If you're using a heavy weapon, you might want to try this because there's a bonfire really nearby. If you swing, and you hit the axe as it's in the air, you can knock the axe. You can basically parry the axe out of the air with a great sword swing or something like that, which is kind of cool. I mean, I've never done it because I just don't feel the need to do it because the guy's fucking easy. Now,
coming up here is another crystal lizard.
Yeah, so you're going to want to put on your lizard bashing clubs.
Yeah, you want to put on your large club so you can kill the lizard in one shot with the running attack, because the running attack's good for doing it.
And even if you don't kill it, you're still going to flip it onto its back where you can follow up with a two-handed R2, which is another pancake.
Yeah.
Which you're definitely going to fucking kill it then.
So we actually miss it, I think, here. For some reason it ran really early when it's definitely not supposed to do that. So we missed it, but that's fine. All you need to do is run back to the bonfire and come back.
Yep, bonfire, reset.
So here we are back here. Now this actually shows the power of the large club, which this is like a large club like +2 or something, and we do that much damage to a Gurm.
The large club is so fucking broken because there's a large club +3. It's just so fucking broken because the R2 pancakes every humanoid. Like, Alone Knights, fucking Gurms, it pancakes them all. Things that are generally tanky, you can pancake them on their back and they just can't do it. You can chain pancake them, for fuck's sake.
So as you can see, the thing didn't run anywhere near as early as it did last time. But it doesn't really drop it at this point.
Large Titanite and raw stone, it doesn't matter
at this point. It doesn't drop anything that's even particularly useful. Really, the lizards that really mean anything are the ones in Dragon's Area and the ones before the Iron Keep. The one in
Grave of Saints as well for the dark.
Oh yeah, that's quite important as well.
Just so you guys know as well, the Gurm hammer is insane.
Yeah, it is a very
the anvil on a stick. It is insane. It's very good PvE, and somehow it's amazing PvP.
Yeah.
Somehow. Like, if you caught the last stream, I was using a Bloodborne build where I was using a longsword and switching to a two-handed hammer because it's sort of like the Kirk hammer build that was in the Bloodborne Alpha. And it's just wrecking shit day after. Like, every fight, it was just wrecking, and this is to show you can't actually go there.
Yeah, no,
it's just a black hole.
It seems to me like that's an area that was supposed to be at this point in the game, but they cut it out due to maybe some like time constraint, because it looks like it's easily meant to lead to somewhere that matters.
So it looks like stairs in front of it, but you actually just can't get there.
Yeah.
I imagine, like, PC, someone's probably no-clipped through it and it's just a black wall.
Yeah, probably.
But this guy here, just want to sprint. Try and get around behind him, because you don't actually want to get in the bridge with him, because he's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it can kind of knock you off, maybe. Like, for some reason, they never seem to use their shields to any effect, but if you're on the bridge with him, he can be a bit of an issue, so just run straight past him as fast as you can, and that's the best way to take care of him, really.
And that is us finished the Doors of Pharros. Basically, there's one more item to grab, and it's in pots right before Seldora.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
But this is an incredibly short area, and the next clip you're going to see is us probably skipping the full area. I mean, I don't know, you've got another clip lined up for the end of this video.
It's us going back to Majula and leveling up.
Alright. So, yeah, now, the first bonfire, really easy to get to. Go through this wall, go right, it's in that tent. And that's you done. That is you done with Doors of Pharros. It's that simple.
So Doors of Pharros is like a weird area because it added too much onto the ruined forest. What's it called? Shaded. It added too much onto Shaded Woods, and it added too much onto Seldora. So it has to be its own area, even though it's incredibly small. Kind of like Grave of Saints, really.
Yeah. So now we're just popping soul packets, just like last time, and we're gonna level up off of this.
Yeah.
I think at this point now it's going for the minimum stats for Dark Weapon.
So as you can see, we didn't even get many souls off that because I think we spent most of them on Gavlan.
Yeah. And like that's obviously what we're gonna do. But if you don't care about the Gurm Great Axe or anything like that, then that's fine. By the way, we should have mentioned this. At this point, Gavlan, his entire stock is infinite. You can buy infinite poison moss, arrows, and knives off of him, as well as resin as well. It's all infinite now. The only thing you can't get infinite of is the Ring of Giants, but that's fucking useless anyway. So who gives a shit?
And I think at this point we either I think we might upgrade our equipment or something. Obviously, what you should be doing that like after every area, just upgrading everything. You want to make sure everything is fully upgraded, especially before you get into the DLC.
I think we've already got a plus 10 greatsword. We've already got our plus 10 halberd. Oh no, we don't have a plus 10 greatsword. Now it's at plus 7 because we spent that chunk that we got. Because at this point, it's not really about what the game gives you. Like at this point, we're just going to use whatever we get our hands on because. Yeah, you've unlocked Doors of Pharros. That is where you would go to farm chunks. So we just use whatever we want at this point.
And that's it for the end of this video.
That's us done. So of course, click the last episode box to go back to the Shaded Woods / Shaded Ruins episode of the video, and click the next episode box to go ahead on to Spidora.
Yep.
It's a boss which shouldn't even really be a boss, and the area after the boss is insane. Like, it's genuinely difficult. So you guys, and it's a maze as well. It's so difficult to grab every item, but we do it. And of course, we're going to wrap up a quest line in there. We're going to wrap up Peyton Creighton.
Yeah.
That pretty much does it for like the teaser for Seldora.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you can see, top of the screen. If you guys want to support the channel, donate or anything like that, there is a link in the description down below. But a comment, view, like, subscribe, whatever it is. More than enough from you guys, and of course Facebook and Twitter on screen, as well as the Twitch stream. We are almost at 1200 on Twitch already.
No, we're past
1200. Well, there you go, guys. We're past 1200 on Twitch already,
which is pretty good.
Yeah, all things considered, it's pretty fucking good. But yeah, that about does it for this video, and
hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you in Seldora.
See you in the next video.
Bye.